Hey there, welcome to our kitchen. I'm Jenny, this is Casey, and we're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors. Today we are cooking up a classic dip, but with a vegetarian twist.
Yes, we are. We are making a buffalo cauliflower dip. So kind of like a classic buffalo chicken dip, but surprise, there's cauliflower.
Yeah, and it's so good.
It's very good.
So I'm going to go ahead and finish up on the star of this dish, which is the cauliflower. I've already started chopping it into pretty small pieces. We want the pieces to be tiny because we're going to be roasting them, and then when we dip into this dip, we don't want giant chunks of cauliflower.
Right, we want it to be somewhat smooth. So Jenny started from just a whole head of cauliflower, but you could certainly start with pre-cut cauliflower from our produce department to make it a little faster. You might still want to chop that a little bit finer, depending on how big that is, but it can help you save a little bit of time.
Yes, and you can also do this in a food processor, but if you do that, just make sure you don't blend it too long or else you'll end up with like cauliflower dust.
Right, that's not what we're going for. We do still want a little bit of texture in this dip.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this onto the pan.
Great.
Along with the rest of the cauliflower.
All right, so then I'm going to go in, we'll spread this out a little bit. I'm going to go in with some olive oil, some salt, and pepper. And then I'm just going to give that a little stir to kind of combine all of those ingredients and get the cauliflower coated in that oil so that it is nice and ready for roasting.
So we're just gonna roast this at 425 for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the cauliflower is like nice and golden brown and kind of charred around the edges. All right, so our cauliflower looks nice and just slightly charred around the edges. So we're going to go ahead and get that into our bowl.
Yep. Carefully.
Carefully.
Woo.
Perfect. All right, so next we're gonna get all of these other ingredients into that bowl with the cauliflower. So I'm gonna go ahead and cube up some cream cheese. We're just using a reduced fat variety, and we're gonna cube it so that it's a little easier to stir in.
Yes. So while Jenny's working on that, I'm going to go ahead and add some mozzarella cheese. We're using a pre-shredded mozzarella, which is perfectly fine, but if you want to shred your own from a block, it might melt a little bit faster because there won't be that anti-caking agent on it, but either will work.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna get
that
this in here.
Yes. Get the rest
Yeah,
of
I
this.
can get all that cream cheese.
Oh yeah. No cream cheese left behind.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you.
And then we're going to add some Greek yogurt. Adds a little bit of protein to this dip.
And you could use sour cream instead, but we like using a plain, not fat Greek yogurt.
Yes. And then of course our buffalo sauce.
Yes.
Ooh, look at that. So beautiful. And some sliced green onions. So I'm just going to give that a stir. It's not going to be completely incorporated because that cream cheese is cold, which is fine. But we'll try to get it a little more mixed before we get it in our pan.
In the pan that we have, we just have a small baking dish that we've already coated with some nonstick spray. And then we will pop that into the oven. Here, I can hold this.
Sure. Yep. All right.
Let's see if this will fit.
Oh my gosh, I was a doubter, but look at this.
It's a magic little baking dish.
All right. So we've got that in there. There we go. I'll pop this in the oven.
So we've reduced the oven temperature to 350, and then we're going to let that bake for about 20 or 25 minutes until the edges get kind of golden and the cheese is melted. All right, so the dip should be nice and bubbly, and the cheese should be melted.
Ooh.
It's been in there about 20, 25 minutes.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that looks delicious. Look
at that.
Oh my gosh.
It smells amazing,
It
too.
does. It looks so good.
Love it.
All right, so finishing touch is to just add a little bit more green onion. Need some color, right?
Yes, this is so classic buffalo dip.
Yeah, love it.
Yes.
All right, and we decided to bake it today, but you could certainly just make this in the slow cooker as well,
Definitely.
and then it will stay hot forever.
Yes, that's perfect for like a game day or a party to just have it, out staying warm.
Yeah, and we're serving it with tortilla chips, but you could use whatever your favorite dipper is. So
Definitely.
Celery, I think, would be awesome.
Celery would be
with this.
amazing. Yes.
Pita chips. Should I take the words right out of
You
your mouth?
did. You definitely did.
Should we give this a try?
Yes, let's try this. Oh my goodness. This looks just like a buffalo chicken dip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
good.
I like tortilla chips, but I could eat that with a spoon.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even really tell, like it doesn't taste cauliflowery really.
No.
But the texture is really nice.
I think the roasting really helps with that. Yeah, this is absolutely delicious.
It is.
Well, we hope you give this vegetarian twist on a classic dip a try.
And to get this recipe on your phone, text DIP to 78402.
And for more recipes and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit festfoods.com.